complete picture before actions are taken into consideration. As far as emergency services are concerned, police, fire, ambulance, E911, and hospitals, how many times must we hear we are currently understaffed, overburdened, under-equipped, and overworked? How many times has that been stated in the last 2 years? How many times since February 2008, when the Dutchess County legislation passed the resolution, has DCC sat with all officials in one room and discussed the cumulative impacts? You talked about lead agency in your request. You do not have the blessing, as stated multiple times from the Dutchess County legislators. After all, does a 13-12 vote really mean a blessing? This was in your statement of request to be lead agent. When given statistics to New York State DEC Commissioner Peter Granis, stating you have reached an agreement with local emergency services, this was stated from Dutchess Community College, null and void, if the dorms were not built by the fall of 2009. Was it not stated in this way? By telling the New York State DEC Commissioner that an agreement was in place, was this not a false statement misleading the Commissioner in a direction of favoritism towards the project? Again, by misleading the Commissioner and using Assemblyman Joe Miller and his blessing and his influence was one of the most pronounced and disregarding lack of respect, showing total disrespect for the community, one that you were such good neighbors with. No scoping was one statement that was made last month. You were not going to have a scoping session. After all, why would you not want the community to come together and give all their positive information for this impact, for this project? One that only a handful of Dutchess Community College staff, students, faculties, and teachers want. Why would Dutchess Community College want a scoping session from the public when they already know how they feel? This is a publicity stunt. Some publicity from the colleges some publicity for the college so we can say we spoke to the public and gave them a chance to be heard and address their concerns. This is by far one of the most blatant and uncaring actions the college could have ever produced. By literally giving half-truths and other misleading statements, both verbal and written, to the ones who have the go-ahead with this project, and not fixing the cumulative negative impacts first, shows the community you are so caring for. We do not care what you say, do, or otherwise bring actions against us. We are doing what we want to do at any cost to the community. By the way, I left out the roads in my statement. We all know what the truth is. The roads are adequate and traffic will be lower because there will be less traffic? I don't think so. This is only phase one. How many other phases? I guess we're about to find out soon. Posting for the legislation recently, a 10% increase in enrollment of an 8,000 fall student enrollment. That brings in over 800 students on top of the 8,000 in the fall enrollment, and boasted 7,000 students in the springtime, which will add another 700 students. The Poughkeepsie Journal boasted a 400 student impact when we know truthfully that Dr. Conklin brought to the legislation there's going to be a roughly 10% increase in the fall, which makes it 800. Continually misleading others and reading through in the Poughkeepsie Journal are wrong and dishonest, to say the least. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments.